Going for the childish chair.
Join the team.
Strength of boar! Hey, this is the McGuire review, and we are going to do an unboxing of the brand new Guildmasters RAVNICA. This is the Guildmasters Guide to RAVNICA. Icons of the Realms. This is the stuff from Wizkids NECA. I'll tell you, these are just awesome. You know, we've done quite a few videos now on unboxing of these products, and I'll tell you, the quality of these just continue to get better and better with every set. I'm really impressed with what they're able to do now with these smaller sculpts and miniatures. You know, mass-produced kind of stuff for your standard RPG games, specifically D&D, but you really could use these interchangeably in pretty much any RPG platform. I use them in lots of different games. So we're going to do an unboxing here on this and see what we got. What we're going to do is we're going to childishly rip into each one of these boxes and see what we have. Just get kind of the reaction of what's in each one of these boxes in this sealed brick that I do have. And then what we'll do is we'll bring the camera in and we'll get up close on all of them so you can see the detail up very closely. Now, with the 4K, I'll set them out here in front and you will be able to see them pretty well, especially if you're watching this on a 4K television. However, we are going to bring the camera in. I want to make sure everybody knows that, and we'll be able to get up on these really close. You may notice we've got a few other sculpts over here. These are going to be from the companion pack from the RAVNICA set. These are the ones that you can already kind of see what you're purchasing. You get 5 of the companions in a sealed package, but you can see what you're getting. Absolutely phenomenal on both the companion 1 and 2 set is what you're going to see here. And this is the big bad boy here, the red dragon. And this thing is sick. We got another video on the companions as well as the red dragon. If you want to take a look at that up close and nice and see the unboxing for that, you can watch it on the channel as well. Okay, let's get in. Bear, I need the cutting device, please. I'll get it. So we do have the cutting device, and we are now going in to the package. All right, the package is open. I'm going to keep at least one of these boxes not completely destroyed because I like to keep at least one box. And we're going to put these right over here, okay? And we're going to get rid of the plastic so we don't have that plastic. Ah, come on out of there. Ah! Okay, so the plastic is gone. We now have all of these. Okay, we're going to put them right there. And we're going to open this first one nice and slowly so we don't rip the box. So I'll come in here, slice that. Over here, slice that. 2 pieces of tape. And we will open these. Now, I'm trying to go through this as quickly as possible so we can get in close on these. Let's see what the first one is that we have. You will be receiving 4 sculpts in each one of these. One of the, I'll consider to say it's a kind of the larger sculpt that'll be here in the center, nice and protected. And then you'll have 3 other smaller sculpts that'll be in the bubble wrap. Right? So this will be our box that we will keep for display. I like to put these in a case, and then I can kind of see everything that I have. And then when I need something, I just go to the glass case, and oh, I need this guy, right? But I do like to keep at least one of these boxes. Here, Bear, hold that for me, please, and keep that safe. Thank you. All right, we do have, for the first one here, our Gruul Ogre. Our Gruul Ogre, 26 out of 55. This is pretty cool looking. Pretty awesome little ogre there. It's got a nice, really nice sculpt and pose. I really like the way that they've got that posed and sculpt there. Coming down with this big club. All right, we'll set that right there. And see what else we've got. Call each one of these out. We got the Indentured Spirit. This is 4 out of 55. It's pretty awesome sculpt. Man, these look great. I'll tell you, these look phenomenal. Multiple colors of paint. We've got washes. We've got high brush, dry brush. Nice gold. The fleck, the metal fleck that they use on this one, we'll see it when we get in close. It's really nice. It really has a good shiny gold fleck to it. It's good size, too. I like the size they put on that one. All right, let's get this little guy open. Here's a little tiny one. No, he's really buried in there, isn't he? Come on out there, little man. All right, so there we go. This guy's pretty cool looking. This is the Cackler. 2 out of 55. That's pretty cool looking. It's got kind of a sort of a devil little goblin looking guy with a chain. It's pretty awesome looking. It's a cool sculpt. All right, then the next one we have here is the Death Pack Angel. This one's pretty awesome. This is a pack to pick up if you're looking to get some high-price pools. If you get some duplicates you want to resale. I've found that this particular pack, a lot of these, I think minimum $150 for one of these, but most of them are in the $3 to $4 to $5 range. And some of the big ones are well into the teens. So you're definitely getting your money's worth on this pack if you pick these up. These go, I think, individually anywhere from like $12 to $15 a pack, depending on where you get them from. So you're really getting your money's worth on these. That is an awesome sculpt. Okay, so that's that. We don't need that. All right, let's get that out of the way. Now we're into the next one. All right, open that up, open that up. I guess we're past the clean open. We can just childishly rip. All right, so let's get these open. Next one, we have the Crassus. How do you say that? Crassus. This is what we're going to go with. Medium. This is pretty awesome. Look, this is really cool. I love that sculpt. Kind of a crab slash hammerhead shark type potbelly character. Pretty awesome. Put him right there. Got another one of these trolls, which I'm perfectly okay with. I don't have a problem with dupes here, especially if it's dupes on stuff that I can really use and it's very versatile. So these here, I'm sorry, not a troll. This is an ogre. So I got a buddy called these ogres. So I've got a couple ogres here. That's actually good for us because ogres can be reused in lots of different things. All right, bring out the next one here. We've got a fungus drudge. 12 of 55. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like a skeleton, but it's still got sort of almost like a swampy skeleton. Got some whites and some greens on it. That's very cool. All right, and then we have the Celestia Druid. This is awesome. 5 of 55. Love these druids. Anytime I come across these druids, it had an awesome druid there. It's right here in the companion set. This one was an elf druid. Pretty awesome. So any of these druids, really love the druid characters. And that is a female character. Put her right up front. All right, that's that pack. Next pack. Going for the childish chair. Strength of boar. Ooh, yes. Okay. This has given us, what have we received? Asked and we shall be given. We got the Skyjick Rock. Oh man, this guy is pretty cool. Love that sculpt. Look at that. Very cool. That's a nice big figure too. Look at the height on that. Put him right back there. Awesome. Okay. Next one we got, almost lost it, is the Druid of the Old Ways. Yes, another Druid. This sculpt is very cool. We're going to have to spend some time on this one. A lot of detail there. You got this staff that, I believe that is a female character. Yes, it is. That staff she is holding, that is a very, very cool sculpt there. Put that right down front. Next one is the Conclave Dryad here at 11 out of 55. Another really cool looking sculpt. I really like this set because it's got a very Druidic type feel and flavor to its theming. So that's very cool. Yes! A little goblin. This is a Krenok Goblin Mob Boss. 7 out of 55. And he is super, super cool, man. I love that little power pose that he's got with that little short sword. He's wearing a really cool helm. That'd be one we'll get up on close. That's cool. All right, next one. And we're in. Let's see if we can do like a bottom. We'll do like a bottom blowout. All right. Get that done there. Oh, okay. All right, that was this one. All right, so, whoa, look at this guy. Woo! He's the Rakdos Ogre. Man, this guy is awesome. Look at that. This guy's crazy looking. Now, this is referred to, this is an ogre, but it's not your traditional you know, green look. This is more of a pale flesh. But well, I'll tell you, look at this guy. He looks pretty wicked, and that is 28 of 55. 28 of 55. So we'll pull the rest of these out, and let's see what we... Oh, yes! Yes! The Phoenix! The Archlight Phoenix. Yes! Oh, this is one that I really wanted. It's a pure translucent figure, and it is the Phoenix. 18 out of 55. Look at that one. That one is just amazing. This is an awesome sculpt right here. This is the one that I wanted out of this set. Got it. It is the one that I wanted out of this set. So that's good. Sorry about that, Bear. Okay, so let's now open. Oh, sweet. Got a little, looks like a Drake. Got a Wind Drake. 6 out of 55. That's a really cool looking Drake. There were some other Drakes that I pulled out of some of the last unboxings, so this will go right with that very well. Very cool little Drake. Put that down right in the front. And then now we have and I'll tell you, there hasn't been a lot of dupes yet. We've only got dupes on this Ogre here. Everything else has been single so far. Yes. This is the Rebel Belt Stalker, 9 out of 55. This is another really cool sculpt I was hoping to get out of this set. Getting lucky. This is a good pull so far. Look at that. Really awesome sculpt. Really high detail on this one as well. Put him right there. Okay. Really good pulls so far. Haven't had any dupes outside of these guys, and that's perfect to have dupes on them. I would go for a dupe on some of these other more general type characters. Hopefully I don't get any dupes on any of the single, like, you know, hero characters in this, but we'll see. Okay. It's always a gamble, right? It's always a gamble. Yes! Yes! Okay. Got another one. All right. This is awesome right here. This is the Rakdos Performer, 41 out of 55. And this one has got, I'll tell you, out of all the sculpts in this game, and it's interesting, this one goes for like $10 or $11 if you want to buy just the single. But I'll tell you, out of all the sculpts in this set, this is one that probably has the highest level of intricacy and detail. And I say that because you've got a mix of solid plastic in with your translucent plastic. You got a nice mix of translucent plastic on this one. The way it's painted looks absolutely awesome. For the Fire Phoenix, it's a translucent plastic, but it kind of looks like a painted translucent plastic. Nothing bad with that. It still looks very cool. Again, this was the one that I wanted out of this set. The plastic that's on this one, they use a little bit of a darker look, and the paint that they did is a 2 different color paint that's on this. Really makes it look like fire, and it just picks up great in the light. And this is a very delicate piece here, so you do want to be careful with that. Very slender, delicate piece. It's just got a lot of rich, high detail to it. Absolutely love this sculpt. This one is phenomenal. Wizkids, NECA, great job on this one. Absolutely phenomenal sculpt there. Probably the most intricate and detailed sculpt in the set, in my opinion. Okay? All right, so we'll take those out. Oh, and I got it too. So cool. Harad Golgari Guildmaster. Hope I don't butcher these names too bad. 23 out of 55. This one's pretty awesome. Kind of gray skinned, very skinny. Very, very cool little sculpt, to tell you the truth. It's got a really good look to it. Put him right there. Did get another one of these spirits, so we got a dupe on the spirit. That's not too bad. Be able to use that. Lots of different things. And then this is a brand new one here. We got the Simic Hybrid, which is a 10 out of 55. Very cool on this one, too. Really cool little paint job here. Kind of got the big lobster claw on one side, and then here this arm sort of kind of transitions in from that pale skin to sort of a nice watery blue. That's a pretty awesome sculpt and paint job as well. All right, almost through. We got 3 more bear that we're gonna get through, and let's see. Oh yes, yes. Okay. Oh, this is another one that I really wanted. The Sphinx of Judgment. the Sphinx of Judgment. Man, look at that. So cool. It's got this really nice, and this is why I like this one, it's got this really nice teal color to it. You'll see, and it looks just awesome with the silver and the wings. I like they did the wings like this, the traditional Sphinx style wings, versus doing a wing that came out or was more open like it was flying. I'm really glad they went with that look for that sculpt. That is definitely one that I wanted. Awesome sculpt. Looks like we got all new characters here as well. We're getting lucky here. There's not a lot of dupes. Not a lot of dupes in this brick. And I'll tell you, that's the way that I found to do it. If you really want to make sure that you get a lot of individual sculpts, buy a brick. Don't just go and grab the box after box after box after box. Frankly, you're going to spend more money if you do it that way. You can get a better price on buying these bricks, buying it in bulk. And generally, when they're manufactured and they come in these bricks, it's just my opinion, but it's from my experience and from what I've seen, if you buy these bricks, you have a much better chance of getting a lot more individual sculpts than just going and just trying to pull individual after individual after individual. Just my experience, but that's what I've found, okay? Azaros Arrest, 22 out of 55. It's pretty cool. Got a nice little mallet there. This one looks pretty good. There's a little bit of paint kind of scuffing there on her face, but it doesn't look bad, and it really kind of just looks like there's sort of some dirt or something that, she's been in battle and she's just kind of got some stuff on her face. That isn't that big of a deal. I would probably actually leave it that way. If you had a problem with it, you could just touch that up with just a tiny bit of flesh paint, no problem. Put a little wash on it. But I probably will actually leave it that way because it looks like there's quite a few areas. I think it may just be designed that way to look like she's kind of been roughed up in battle. But she is holding a very awesome mallet. I like those sculpts that have those mallets, and I like the flow of that cape too. It's sculpted, done really well. Put her right up there. All right, and then let's get the next one. Ooh, this is an awesome one. This is an Undercity Gorgon, 34 out of 55. Really like the look of that one. It's got some awesome hair coming off. Good paint. Looks like 3 different colors, an orange, a red, and a green. Actually, no, 1, 2, 3, 5 different colors. Couple different greens, couple different oranges. This is really cool. Nice sculpt. Put her right there. And then we'll go to the last one. Oh, yes. Yes, this is another one that I wanted. This is Fire Fist, 3 out of 55. It's kind of your traditional looking soldier with some really awesome armor, and he is wearing kind of a crown type helm, and his big sword there, his massive sword has got 3 pieces of sort of fire coming off, yellow, translucent. This is a very cool sculpt. Really like the way this was done. And I'm going to have to say, I'm becoming more and more impressed with these unboxings. They just continue with every set to get more impressive, better, and higher quality. And, what's awesome about that is you expect that when you open up miniatures with a board game that costs, $80 or $100. You expect that when you open up miniatures that come with some type of prepackaged RPG experience, because you're generally going to pay a little bit more for that type of stuff. But for these little blind pack pulls, that go for $12, $13, $14, but whatever you can, wherever you buy these and you can find them, whatever you pay for these individually, you don't expect to have this kind of quality in the 4 sculpts that you're getting in there. And I really have to say I'm becoming more and more impressed with the quality. They really are doing a nice job. Let me know in the comments if you agree. Hopefully you do, if these are things that you collect and you buy. Yes. Yes. He's got the goblet. All right. This is a Crassus large. Now, we had a small. Where's our small? Is it this guy? No, that's not the guy. We had one. Where'd he go? We had one that was small. It was called... I don't know. I don't know which one he was. Why can't I find him? Was it... No. Here. This is also one of these, but this is the medium. So we got the medium. We got the large. Where's the small? We need the small, okay? If there is one. So here's the medium. These are really cool. So here, man, this guy is awesome. Look at that. How cool is that? And in these larger ones, I'll tell you, they go all in on these larger ones. They look phenomenal. Sculpting is awesome. The paint is awesome. That guy looks amazing. So awesome. You guys are killing it. All right, next. Very cool. This guy's got a little translucent thing there, so he's kind of like floating through the air. That's a good look. Mind Drinker Vampire, 8 out of 55. That's a good vamp look. Turn him like that. We've got the Zolf Advolst, 20 out of 55. This is pretty cool. This looks like one of our, main characters here that you can get, and there is a little translucent ball of some type of energy. And I like this little staff that she has there as well. Another female character. A lot of female characters in this set. That's good to see. Very cool for her. Put her right up front. And then we do have another one here, which is not a sculpt. This is an awesome, all translucent with a nice red wash. Look at that. Just kind of glister in the light. That's awesome. This one is a Blister Coil Weird. 13 out of 55. Awesome sculpt there as well. Look at this. Tell you, team, you just saw the brick unboxing. We're now at the last one, and we have very minimum on the dupes. All of the ones that we got large were individual and single. I wouldn't have wanted any dupes on any of these. The one that I would have wanted a dupe on, I got. Couple dupes here for the Spirit, dupes for these, and that's it. So we'll see here in this last box on the brick. Watch the unboxing videos I've done on these bricks. I'm telling you, you want to get a lot of individual singles, you got to buy them in the brick. Boom! Yes! Oh, and the last large that I wanted. Oh. The RAVNICA. 29 out of 55. Now, I am going to have to fix her little spear there. It did get kind of bent and warped in the packaging. That will happen sometimes with these, smaller mass-produced miniatures. They are protected in there pretty well. But this one, it did happen to. You can see there is some bendage there on her spear. Easy fix. If you haven't done this before, you dip it in some very hot water. Then you straighten it nice and straight. It will stay there, be kind of flimsy. And then what you'll want to do is very quickly dip that in some ice cold water, and it will be right exactly where you want it. So I will fix this one because this is a phenomenal sculpt. I love that she's riding this giant white dire wolf with some armor. I like the fact that they put some green on there, and she's got that green coloring. 29 out of 55. Awesome sculpt. This one's amazing. Yes! Okay. Oh, so awesome. All right. Did get another dupe here on the theMCGuiRE. It's okay. I mean, we're bound to get some dupes. And it doesn't... Okay, we did get another dupe on one of our kind of main characters here. The 20 out of 55. Or Zolf. No. Or Zolf. Or Zolf Advolst. This one's... I don't know. All right. This person right here with the little ball of magic and the staff, got another one of her right there. Probably wouldn't want a dupe of her. She's kind of one of those main type single characters. It's always good to have dupes of townspeople. Didn't see any townspeople in this one. And this is another one that I really wanted. Is the this is the Crawl Death Priest, 37 out of 55. It's got those translucent wings there. Very cool sculpt there. Kind of a praying mantis type look. Wearing a little mask. This one is very awesome. Love this sculpt. All right. Put that right there. All right. That is the box. That's the whole brick from the RAVNICA there that we unboxed. This is a brand new set. Again, it is available now. You can get your hands on it. You can just see how awesome these sculpts are. And again, get those bricks, team, because that's how you get a lot of the individuals. All right, so that's it. Let's bring the camera in. Bear, get the camera. Let's bring it in close and take a look at each one of these. Let's get into the RAVNICA unboxing. Now, this is going Try to go as quickly as possible here because there is a lot of these that came in the brick here. So let's go ahead and start with our Sphinx. Very cool. Look at the wing quality on this. That's one of the things I really love about this sculpt. Love the way they did the wings here. And again, that teal looks really good. The face. Very awesome. Okay. Let's grab this one here. This is our hybrid. See that little claw hand. We do have two of him. And again, that's that kind of that white that's transitioning into that blue, which I really like. And I like the blues they used on this. It's kind of that that teal color that they went with. Here's one of our ogres, the old ogre. Very cool sculpt. I really like this one. I'm glad that I got dupes on this guy. Look at the detail there that's cut into the back. Our rock. Whoa. Nice little paint apps there on the top. This is another one of the ogres. Kind of a different design there, but pretty detailed. Really like the way they did the helm there. That's awesome. Paint apps look good. Our other ogre there. So one of the druids. This one again was one that I really liked. Very cool paint apps there. I like the coloring on her. This looks really good. And that staff is very cool. It's got a little bit of a bend to it, but frankly I think I'm actually going to leave this one with a little bit of bend. I think it makes that staff look a little bit more natural versus you know, being completely straight. It's more of a good thick vine, and I'm going to leave that just like that. That sculpt looks awesome. Here is the Phoenix, which was phenomenal. This is the one figure that I absolutely wanted to have. Love the Phoenix, completely translucent. Tons of detail, even in those feathers with that translucent material. This one really turned out nice. Okay, another one of the figures that I really like, that big dire wolf. Very awesome. This is definitely one we're going to have to fix the staff on. I don't want that bent like that. But again, no big problem. Dip it in cold water. Dip it in hot water and then dip it in cold water. It fixes it right up. Did a great job on the dire wolf. The sculpt, just the whole entire look of this. I really love this figure as well. And it's got some really good size to it in comparison to a standard size sculpt. It's a little bit of a bigger one. But if we grab this one here, we can see it's got great scaling. And that is the size of what a dire wolf should look like. So that looks really good. Here's our weird. Another translucent look with some red wash in there. Okay, we do have two of her. She probably could be used as some form of an NPC if you would like to. I do like the fact how she has that cane. That's pretty cool. Little ball of magic there. Here's our fungus. Whoa. So it does kind of look like a skeleton, but then it's got, you know, sort of swampy fungus growing all over it. I really like the use of the green with the white here. Did a good job with that. This is a Guildmaster. Get one of our little goblins here. This is the mob boss. So very cool. Let's get focused in here. I'm gonna move these a little bit out so we can get properly focused in on these. He does look very cool. Love those little goblin sculpts. Good look. The Death Priest. This one is very cool. Translucent wings. I really like the look of this one as well. I love the kind of the tribal mask they went with here. The weapon is cool. I'm going to leave this weapon as is as well, giving it kind of that natural misshaped look. Nice deep cuts, translucent wings. This was a great, great sculpt. Well done on that. This guy's very cool as well. The old lizard folk. He turned out well. Nice yellow eyes. Another druid. More of kind of a standard looking warrior type druid, but pretty cool. I like that axe, the way it's designed. Good armor on the shoulders there. Goes well with that helm too. So it's got a really good look to it. Here's one of our drakes, which I think turned out really well. Nice, highly detailed. I really like the way they've done those wings on this particular drake. A little bit of a different color in between the spines there. I have not seen that on some of the other ones, so I really like the way they did that. It adds a lot of depth to that wing, and they probably should continue to follow that design, that paint app design, because it really does give it quite a bit more detail and depth, and it isn't that much more just to kind of paint those insides outside the spine. So that's pretty awesome. Love that drake. Here is one of the angels. It's turned out really nice. A little bit of an issue there on the staff we're going to fix. The wings look really good. They're doing a really good work with the wings on about everything we've seen so far. The Sphinx, this angel, the Pegasus. Everything looks really good. Well, the Pegasus from the Creatures Forge set. It's not from this set. But these wings look really good on everything. For Big Crassus Large. This guy is very cool. The paint app there on the shoulder. Eye looks great. It's one thing I always, you always want to look at is how does the paint app look on the eyes, right? Is it off or is it nice and tight? And they look very good. You can just see the quality there on these larger sculpts. Paint apps look amazing. I mean, just look at that team. I mean, this is not the kind of quality you would have seen 5-10 years ago. They have really amped it up in these blind pack. Just the quality that you're getting in these blind packs is what I would expect coming from probably a more expensive full-scale board game. So these are looking phenomenal. Wizkids, NECA, you guys are doing a great job on this stuff.
This guy's pretty cool. And I do not have anything like this little guy, so he's a pretty unique little sculpt. Here's our Gorgon. You can see the use of those colors there. I was talking about I really like the way that those colors kind of fade and change from one to the next. Really cool on the hair there. Little paint app. And the use of the greens on this one was done really well. This is another one of our hybrids. And then we have the, let's see, a spirit. Yes, this is the spirit. And here's this this gold fleck they used on this spirit. It's a really shiny, and you can see it there on camera now. It's a really shiny gold fleck versus just a standard gold, or even some of the gold that you see on some of the weapons sometimes. This is a very shiny gold fleck. It's got a really nice metallic look to it. It looks really good on this sculpt. And again, this is a spirit that's actually a little bit larger in comparison. You can see there the size of that spirit. It's got a good size to it in comparison to a standard sculpt. Here is our vampire. That's ever so floating through the air, which I thought was cool. They went with that look and design. I like the way they've sculpted the hands. Face sculpt looks really good. Oh, Fire Fist, this guy looks awesome. And you can see there now how they've taken the translucent plastic right off of the solid plastic, which does look very cool. And it really does give that sword a feel of kind of flickering fire dancing off of it. Lots of paint apps there. Good sculpting. I like the shoulder here where it's almost like a fur on the outside. This guy is very, very cool. I'm really glad I got him. And that is our Fire Fist. Very awesome. One of our arrests, carrying that mallet, and there's that little mark I was talking about earlier when we looked at her. Again, I'm probably just going to leave those because for me that kind of gives it that sort of soot or battle kind of worn smoke sort of on the face there. You can see the lips are done really well with that paint app and the eyes. So everything else looks so nice and tight. I'm actually going to leave that there, and again, it that may be there on purpose. If you don't like that little spot there on the forehead, you could fix it. If you do have one that looks like that, you can fix that very easily. Just a little dry brush paint is what I would do. Just dry brush some flesh tone, very lightly. Cloak looks awesome. Lots of different uses of blues there to really bring out the depth in that cloak. And I really like the fact that they went with these mallets. I love the Mal weapon, so that looks really cool. We've already seen her, so there's another one here. We've got another spirit. See that nice gold fleck again. Nice consistent paint apps. Here's our medium cross here. This guy is pretty awesome. This reminds me of something out of like The Legend of Zelda. It's got pretty cool look. Nice big pot belly. Hammerhead shark sort of face. This is a very cool sculpt. Like the paint apps there. A little bit of fleck on that golden bronze. This guy's awesome. Very unique. And finally, I'll try to be really careful with this one because, again, I feel like this one is a little bit more delicate. We can see here our Reckless Performer and just how awesome that is. And just look at the detail here. You know, they didn't need to do that right there, but they did. Each one of those tassels kind of an individual spoke. And you can see the dark, rich use of the paint app on this particular translucent material. You can see the detail into right there, those paint apps, that black sort of cross stitch that it's painting in there. What an awesome sculpt. And to set that down so you can see the scale, it's pretty tall. It's got some really good scaling in comparison to some of the other sculpts. So there it is. There's the brick opened up for the first unboxing brick we've done of RAVNICA Guildmasters. So this is an awesome, awesome set. Highly recommend this one.
All right, that's the setup close. We're going to continue with our unboxings. We're going to keep going with some more sets that we got recently, and we're going to keep unboxing these awesome miniatures. Stay tuned, guys. Hit that like, click that subscribe below to join the team. Keep rolling them crits. This has been the McGuire Review, and we'll see you next time. Barrett, let's go.